What's the good word, y'all? It's your boy DKB here. I missed a quick update from last week's OTAs in that we had another undrafted free agent that's really impressing, turning plenty of heads. Zach Rosenblatt himself has called out Eric Watts out of Connecticut for being one of the young players that has stood out the most to him. It's a guy that he kept getting drawn to. Now, he also cited the fact that he couldn't really pay him so much attention to everyone. But when you're just looking at it from a 1,000-foot view and you see the same person time after time after time making plays, that's impressive enough, right? And I have my full breakdown for him dropping tomorrow, but I came away really impressed with what he's able to do, even if the production doesn't match up, at least from a collegiate standpoint. There's been a number of guys that I felt like it could capitalize in the NFL in a way that didn't show up in the stat sheets in college. This is definitely one of those guys, but part of what stood out here is not just that he's being impressive and whatever that looks like, right, for a setting where you're in shorts and no pads still, but he's been able to beat out consistently a lot of the second string offensive linemen. He's had a couple of opportunities against Olu Fashanu. He's been able to get the better of him as well. Keep in mind, again, no pads, none of that stuff that would help out. But Olu Fashanu's a guy that hasn't given up. It was either 1 or 0 sacks his entire college career. So he's not a guy, I would imagine his mindset being kind of that of like Darrelle Revis, right? I'm going to dominate every one of these practices. I'll be the guy that's never given up a sack. And I'm all for it. I absolutely love seeing that once again. Robert Saleh's finding ways to get these young guys to show out early, and they should in this setting, right? It's much like watching Senior Bowl or Shrine Bowl, where it's set up for the defense to really be able to beat out a lot of these guys. But everybody seems really high on them. They should be. The team as well. They've given Eric Watts the highest guarantees out of any of the UDFAs that they signed this offseason, so they really think highly of him, just beating out a guy like McGregor, for instance. But I'm excited, right? We have roles up for grabs. We have guys that are looking to potentially play that Tony Adams-like role and steal one, right? JFM, we have no idea who would truly try to replace him. You can consider Eric Watts a tweener, much like you could with JFM. Michael Clemens is a guy that many speak about kind of being on the hot seat, and maybe his job can be stolen. Either way, seeing a lot of this competition up front gets me really excited, especially for a guy that's almost built to the T to match what a guy like Robert Saleh would go out and try to draft 7 out of 7 rounds. So let me know what you guys think. The fact that he's been able to go out here and impress not only against a bunch of the second string guys, but getting to face a top tier tackle like Olu Fashanu as well should only help kind of elevate and give him that confidence heading into when we finally do get pads on. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you again. Peace.